wasn't fulfilled anymore. And I called him up and I said, I've known you for years and I miss you guys. And I need to know what companies you would recommend I go to because me and my team need a place. We need a home. And he's like, time to open your own company. And I was like, no doubt about it, would love to. And he's like, let's do it. And so some of you today are going to meet Rodney for the first time. He's an incredible leader. I've learned so much from him over the years. I still do. And without him, this company would not be here today because there are things as an owner I'm learning every day that has to happen behind the scenes. It's a whole new world for me, new perspective on what it takes to build a network marketing company. And he's one of the best. We had a chance to go to the Direct Selling University in Dallas, Texas, all of us. And everywhere Rodney went, they were hugging him, shaking his hand, welcoming him back because he was retired and hanging out on a beach for 4 years, raising his daughter with Ashley when I came crashing.
You can tell, right, you
guys? Yeah. And I came crashing through the door like, let's go. And I totally, screwed up their retirement for this. So so I'm going to hand it over to Rodney, but I'm really excited for you guys to meet him and bond with him today.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Danielle. That was so kind of you. Danielle's a fantastic friend and an incredible human being. And in addition to that, she's one of the best leaders I've ever worked with. I started out in network marketing way back a couple decades ago in Nu Skin. I see some of you've been around since then, and that's great. Great company to start at. I've always been on the corporate side, and I was hired there and I wasn't hired to work particularly with the field, but I gravitated quickly to working with their top leaders. And I tell you, I learned so much from them. Some of the best leaders that knew how to build a direct sales organization all over the world. And I tell people I got my PhD in direct sales there. I learned from the very, very best. Some people like, my buddy Mark Yarnell, he became one of my best friends. I see some of you know him. He wrote the book First Year in Network Marketing, and until he passed away, we were everyday callers. We called each other every day. Loved Mark Yarnell and Richard Call and Craig Tillotson and Nathan Ricks and Craig Bryson and all the big names from Nu Skin. They taught me so much. I'm so grateful for all the lessons that they taught me, and I took that experience and that experience of seeing how a big company scales over a lot, huge departments over many countries, over hundreds of products. And I went to a company called Zengo, which was a hyper growth experience where we went from 0 to 400 million overnight with a functional beverage, if some of you remember that back in the day. And absolutely, it was so much fun to be a part of that. Once again, I was on the corporate side, but I saw how fast companies can scale in direct sales, and how fast a product can go viral, and the impact that it has in top leaders' lives was just absolutely incredible to me. And at that point in my life, I said, I think I can do this myself. And I started my own company with a few partners, and we named it Kivana back in 2008 when all the banks were failing and everybody was going out of business and the whole thing was going nuts in the United States. Every day they were telling how many banks had failed that night on the evening news. And we said, we got a great idea. Let's start a company. And we had a great time. We had huge success and went over, we opened 7 different countries in the first 5 years. And I learned a ton being in the owner's chair for the first time about running a company and expanding it and launching products and working with field. And Danielle was one of our leaders. She actually joined a few years after we started. She wasn't there in the very beginning. We'd already launched and I had been asked to go out to Connecticut to do the meeting. And I remember the night, we just did our presentation, and at the end of the presentation, Danielle came to the back of the room and was like, I'm going to make something out of this. I'm going to be one of your big leaders. And you hear that so many times. You guys as leaders, you know that. You kind of discount it sometimes because you never really know. A lot of people start the journey, but not everybody's got that persistent nature to be able to stick to it and actually see the success at the end. But sure enough, 8 weeks later, she broke the record, the diamond, and like she said, we traveled all over the world. We had such a close-knit family there. We had an incredible experience. And in 2014, I sold my portion of that company, and I went on to do a couple other things, not in network marketing. And then my wife and I, we had a baby in 2018, moved to Laguna Beach, and then like Danielle said, I've been beaching it, so you see me in kind of a relaxed state of living here.
Nice,
if you're like, hey, the CEO looks like a hippie, well, I haven't really been CEOing much until we started the the Awaken movement, and we've been so busy I haven't had a chance to get to the barber, so that's my excuse. But we have had a truly historic launch, and this has been something. When Danielle called me, we knew we could put something together that could rock the industry, that was brand new, that was new, and that had some heart and some authenticity to it, something that I think has been missing in the industry. We've seen lots of viral products with rocket ship compensation plans, and we've seen a lot of people bop from thing to thing, trying to find the next big thing, but we haven't really seen a legacy company set up in quite some time. And I think it's due. The market is ripe for what we have. And that is a movement of people, a community of people who are focused on building the whole person. And that's why you see the strategy of Awakened, and I think that's what's made it so cool. It's such an incredible launch. I can tell you, this group of leaders that have come together in this pre-launch are second to none. And you are truly the envy of other CEOs. They call me all the time from other companies. Most of my friends are in the industry and own companies. So they call me and they're like, I can't believe what's happening over there. It's truly incredible to see how fast that's gone. And I've shared this story in the fall. I was invited to an industry golf tournament where I was paired up with another CEO of a competitive company in my golf foursome. And for 4 hours, he peppered me with questions on how to get something going viral, because our pre-launch was getting a lot of notice within the industry. And what you've been able to accomplish is historic. We paid out nearly $8 million in commissions in just the first month of business, which is absolutely incredible. And we've continued to pay out commissions since. And so it's been amazing. It's been humbling for my wife and I, and for Danielle and Scott to be a part of. It's truly something that's come through us, not from us. And we're just grateful to be associated with such high quality people as yourselves. And so I use that as a backdrop. We do know, and I've been in this industry for a couple of decades now, we knew when we started the company that there would be some unforeseen obstacles, as always take place when you start something big. And so I said to the team, I said, I don't know what it will be, but we need to be prepared to overcome obstacles.
He did. He said those exact words.
We're going to need to have a mindset that we can stick to it, and that we know what the mission is, and that we can get through those obstacles because we know what we're trying to accomplish. And so I've never had anything happen in life that didn't have some kind of an oppositional force working against us. And I know that each one of you as leaders, you've experienced that on your own individual basis as you've developed your own teams. And you've hit those obstacles. And I want you to know it's no different for us. It's been no easy street over here either. But when we come together as an awakened nation, and as we support each other in achieving our full potential by actualizing the awakened health, awakened self, and awakened wealth pillars, we become an invincible team. And our ability to overcome becomes much greater, and our ability to win together as a team is much easier. And so I use that as the backdrop. We have had some challenges as a group. We have had vendors that didn't integrate our commissions on time, and so we had ACH not available for the first few weeks of commissions. And we were running around, Ashley and I were at the bank writing out checks. Because we wanted to make sure commissions went out even if the vendors had failed. But we've got that remedied, and we've had other things that have hit us. And so I want you to know, from the founder side, from the executive side, we are in it with you. We are working every day for your success, and your interest is our interest, and your best outcome is our best outcome, and we are completely aligned in our missions. And so I do want to address a few things. We take your feedback very seriously. And we have gotten some feedback on the Zenith product that's concerned us, that people have said, hey, I'm taking the product and I'm passing it whole. The capsule's not disintegrating. And so we took that feedback, and I wanted to tell you, we took it back to our manufacturers, and they provided us testing, showing us the testing results, showing that these capsules did disintegrate within the appropriate amount of time and met the testing protocols. We took that information and went out and did troubleshooting with teams on Zoom calls and met with leadership groups, and we did a lot of troubleshooting, and we continued to get enough feedback that our spidey senses went off, and we said, you know what, I think we need to go do our own third-party testing at a certified lab. And so we sent that out, And we got those results late Monday night of this week that in fact the capsules did not meet the standard. They were not disintegrating in the correct amount of time. And so we have been working behind the scenes to develop something that is consistent with the overall mission of Awakened. And that is that we want only high quality products that have integrity and that are meeting the standards that we would expect when we ship them out to you and to your customers. And so we are bringing everybody together to tell you that since the product did not meet the testing protocols, we will be doing a product replacement program for everyone that has purchased the product. There's no need to return the product. There's no need to get an RMA. There's no need to contact customer support. Anyone that has purchased Zenith will be getting a replacement product. So that just is in line with our values as an ownership group. And the reason that we wanted to bring you together is that we want you to know we're going to take care of your customers as well. And so that anybody that has additionally returned the product, so we've had quite a few people that have already returned, we will be shipping those people out one additional bottle for free as a win-back campaign in behalf of you guys so that we can stabilize your groups and win back anybody. We want everybody, we know Zenith's an incredible product, and we want anyone that has had an experience with the product not performing well to experience what it can truly do. This product is amazing. I know most people have had incredible results. This doesn't affect everyone, but it affects enough people that we as an ownership group and an executive group have made the decision that we want to feel authentic and true in our mission. And that is put the product out that does meet the right testing protocols and meets our standards. So I'll turn it over for some of the details to my lovely wife, Ashley, who's been working tirelessly behind the scenes. Most of you have probably seen her on some of the webcasts on the weekly company Zooms. But she has been a rock through all of this and has been working with each one of our departments as we've put together a corporate response that I think will make you very proud.
Thanks, guys. So as RJ mentioned, lots of people are seeing results, but we just have this gut feeling, and I think everyone that's on this call had this gut feeling that Zenith has the potential to just change millions of people's lives. So we're really excited to flood the market once again with over 150,000 bottles. Let's give it round two with 150,000 bottles of this product to watch, thousands and thousands of people's lives change. So I just wanted to walk through what we're doing to make this right. Like RJ mentioned, Awakened wasn't created with Zenith and with the prospect of making a lot of money. Awakened actually started with just the concept of what you guys will see, and I'll let RJ hit on a little later, but at convention with Awakened Self and waking people up to how epic and powerful we as human beings really are. And so at the core of that is authenticity and truthfulness. And RJ and I say it all the time, we believe that what you put out, you get back. So we hope that you guys can see that we knew Zenith was working, or we knew Zenith, the formula works really well. And so we want to put out the correct capsule so that millions of people can have an amazing result. So let me walk through a little bit of what we're doing. For anybody who ordered a bottle of Zenith, we will be shipping out these replacement bottles with new capsules that obviously meet our disintegration standards, no charge, obviously. Let me just make it real clear. If you ordered 3 bottles, you'll receive 3 bottles. If you ordered an Elite Founders Pack, 12 bottles, you'll receive 12 bottles. If you ordered 1 bottle in December, 1 bottle in January, you'll get 2 bottles, right? So it's going to be a 1-for-1. We will replace every single bottle because we know that's the right thing to do. In addition to that, we also believe that a lot of the people who returned product because they weren't seeing the results, we believe if we can get the product out that has the correct capsule and we get that formula into their systems, that they will see results. So we will be sending out a free bottle to everybody who returned product between the time frame of November 10th and January 11th. So anybody who returned product between that time period, if we got that product back, we will be sending them a free bottle. We will be doing an amazing win-back campaign. So a lot of you who have customers who are like, you know what, this wasn't working for me and return product, they'll get the new bottle in their hand and they will be able to try out Zenith. We also expect these new bottles, the new capsules, to be in our warehouse sometime in February, and we want to let you know that we have switched manufacturers. So we are no longer using the encapsulation manufacturer that we were using. We're still getting the exact same formula. Let's make that really clear. Exact same formulas from the same formula supplier, but we have switched encapsulation manufacturers. The current manufacturer knows what we went through with the old manufacturer, so they have promised us that by the time those capsules leave the facility, they will have gone through major testing, and then we want you guys to know that when we get those, we will also be putting them through major testing to make sure that before we ship them out, they meet our standards. I wanted to go into a little bit so that you guys know what to expect when you get these bottles. The Zenith bottles with the original vegetable gelatin capsules included 120 capsules. So each of those contained 600 milligrams of the Zenith formula. The instructions were then to take 2 capsules twice a day. We are going back to the exact protocol that was put into the clinical study. And so what that was, it was a bovine gelatin capsule instead of a vegetable gelatin capsule. So we're going back to a bovine gelatin capsule, and your bottles will include 180 capsules that have 400 milligrams of Zenith in every capsule. So this means the instructions will be to take 3 capsules twice a day, 30 minutes before your largest meals, with a ton of water, because one thing that does not change is the amount of water that you need to take while on this product. So that will be on the label, those 3 capsules. And also the bottle will have, we've switched up the label on the bottle. We switched the background, so you guys will be able to differentiate between those 2 bottles. We do have to say, and I don't know if RJ hit on it, that we do recommend that we have to tell people not to use the current capsules, because we can't promise that those will actually be digested. So from a safety standpoint, we have to say, please wait till you receive the new bottle to take Zenith, because we cannot guarantee. Like we said, a lot of people are getting results, and those people, you probably, I think RJ said it best, you could probably swallow a bag of nails, and you must have amazing stomach acid. But a lot of people are getting results. A lot of people are opening the capsule and getting results, kind of getting away from the disintegration problem. But we need to tell you guys that we expect a product that if we tell you you can take it in the capsule, it will work. And that's our standard. So that's what we're saying is we will make sure that those bottles, we have already made sure that those bottles will look very different, so there's no confusion. We have stopped shipping the bottles as of Monday. As soon as we found out on Monday that these results did not meet our standards, we stopped shipping. And we will be notifying all those people that have ordered since Monday that they are on back order and that their orders will be shipping out sometime in February. We'll keep you guys super up to date on that. So even though we've stopped shipping, people can still place orders. Those orders will be put into back order. And then, like I said, all of those orders will go out once the new capsule arrives. We will continue to pay commissions on all orders since we are back ordering, and subscription orders will continue to process for the month of January and will be shipped as soon as the new capsule arrives. One thing that we feel like it's our place to do is that we will put a halt to all volume. So volume will not flush. You will remain active no matter what, and you will keep all of your volume. We believe that that's the right thing to do. So I think, did I hit on everything?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a lot of information. This will all go out into an email to all of you, to the entire field. But I just wanted to say that even though we're only a few months old and we really appreciate you guys, I like to use the term, I can't remember where I heard it from, but we're just kind of standing up our Bambi legs and trying to get the wobbles out and stand up straight. But we do have a really firm stance when it comes to just being authentic and truthful with you guys. Like I said, what you put out, you get back. And so we hope that by just being truthful and authentic and doing the right thing, that we will take Awaken to where we know it can go. And this movement we just have a lot of you guys resonated with Awakened, and we really hope that you are here and you feel like we're being authentic and truthful with you. So thank you guys so much. I'll turn it over to you, Danielle.
So I have to say, for all of you in the field that I've been working with, Scott and I are super proud of you guys. It is not an easy thing. Every company I've been in, there's been some sort of product issue. I've had a skincare product that burned people's skin down to second-degree burns, people in the ER, and other people saying, oh my God, my skin looks great. Other people were, burned. I've been in companies where products were, people were making claims that it was killing people. Well, in our company, we have a dissolution issue. And although I want to clarify, there's a few people who were in the comments saying you should have tested first. We use a GMP certified manufacturer, GMP good manufacturing processes, and they have to do all of the testing before every lot leaves the manufacturer. So to be clear, we have certificate of analysis for every lot that was shipped to us showing that they dissolved and disintegrated. However, we didn't want to just go on that. So I hope you will see the fact that we went above and beyond and did our own testing because something didn't feel right to us should share with you and show you and display to you how serious we took this and how much we knew. Even my gut said, this is just it's too many people complaining. There's always going to be complaints on every product. I think we all agree. We're never going to have 10 out of 10 love any product we promote. But I started feeling really like, you know what? Something doesn't feel right about, it's not matching. And what we had in the beta. And so we went ahead and we did it right. And we had it tested up, down, sideways. And I'm relieved. I'm sad it happened, but I'm relieved. Because now we know that we have the product, that Zenith is amazing, but when it's in a capsule that dissolves, watch what happens to your groups. Watch what happens with the number of testimonials. There are plenty of you who are very upset right now going, I'm fine, I'm losing weight, we're glad. But we want as many people to have an efficacious product as possible. And we want to get that out to all the people. We aren't even obligated to do that. We really are only obligated to replace it for those who felt it didn't work for them. And we want to give everyone a chance to have the capsule that we believe is, that we will have tested to make sure on top of the manufacturing tests that happen, that it's working and it's doing its job. So I just want to be clear because a few of you, thank you for all your amazing support. It's not easy having a startup, but I am supremely proud of Zenith. I am so sure we're taking this company globally into many countries with Zenith, and we will have other products, like I said, but this is something that you guys should be super, super excited about. You have a small window of time right now to get back with everyone who may have canceled or may have been discouraged and let them know what's about to happen. We're going to give you the exact date as soon as we know that the product's on the truck. We're going to have a huge amount of product coming in and a huge amount of product turning around and going out. We also wanted to stabilize your groups and freeze your points and make sure that we kept paying commission. So in this back order situation, it's the same thing as always. It's just like pre-launch. You keep selling and you know that the product will be here soon. It's been in production for a while. And we've known for a while we were doing the bovine capsules with the 400 milligrams anyway. So we're a few weeks out from them finishing up those batches, and then they'll be tested, and it's exactly the same formula. The same formula is in these capsules as in the ones that are coming to us in early February, end of January. So we don't want to set a date for you and let you down. So we will just tell you that we're being told it will be beginning of February when we start getting those large groups of bottles in the warehouse. So any questions that you saw, Rodney and Ashley? And it's not a different...
Oh, go ahead.
Sure, hold on. Well, Gianna has a question about dosage. So in the clinical, it was 2,400 milligrams a day. That has never changed. The batch we have in the market now and the batch coming will still be 2,400 milligrams. It's just the number of capsules is 6 instead of 4. And so just so you know, it's the same dosage as the clinical, but what we got back as feedback from the beta was too many pills. Can't you just do it twice a day. And so we listened and we did 4 and we put 600 milligrams in and the formulator said, let's do it. And, now we're going to go back to what worked because that's what you guys want. And certainly because we want this to be as effective as possible for everyone. Okay. And someone, again, the product was tested before it left. We have all the certificate of analysis. I want to clear that up. So that's what a GMP certified manufacturer does. They test, they provide it to us, they provide it to the formulator, and the product goes out to market. We did our own independent test because we just heard too much and it made us say, let's do some investigating. And so we're super grateful that we were able to nail down what was going on. And by the way, guys, leadership is leadership. At this point, how you look at this problem and how you move forward is going to determine your course with Awakened. There are going to be other adversities in any company you build in. And so I hope you'll take that and you'll understand that we're going to do everything we can to get it out as fast as possible. And we'll provide you with the information that our third-party lab shows that it dissolves in the appropriate time. So a couple questions, Ash, on that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify that before we get hit with that question 30,000 more times.
Yeah, and we're getting a lot of questions pouring in, a lot of great questions. So let me hit on a couple of them. We will be communicating this out to all members and customers. It will be different messaging, obviously, but we will communicate it out to everybody. We're going to be putting that out tonight. So if I know somebody said I'd really like to notify my team before the communication goes out. Yep, we're going to give you guys a little bit of time to explain this to your customers and teams, and then we'll be sending the communication out. You guys, product does not need to be returned. Please, please, please do not return product. We will be automatically shipping bottles out to you. So obviously you can understand this has caused a real increase in customer support questions. So please do not return the product. You do not need to email customer support. All of this will be done automatically. I wanted to hit on, once again, it's only a capsule disintegration issue. It has nothing to do with the formula inside. We've said it a couple times, but a couple questions keep coming up. It's just a capsule disintegration issue. And like we said, for those of you who are taking the capsule and getting results, we're seeing a lot of people that are doing that. And you guys must have awesome guts. So pat yourselves on the back for having an awesome gut. For those who are opening the capsule and getting results, that's because you're taking away the problem, right? So it is just the disintegration issues. Somebody mentioned capsules are always an issue for me and I have to keep opening. We totally also see that. Capsules are going to be an issue for a good chunk of the population. So once we remove the current disintegration and we release this new capsule, there's still going to be people who have problems with capsules. So just keep that in mind as you begin to message to people. We will, what we're really excited about, and we kind of touched on this, but we believe everything happens exactly as it should. And so even though this has been really hard to wrap our minds around, we think we have an awesome opportunity now to flood the market with Zenith. And what will accompany that product is a little insert that kind of explains, it explains the situation a little bit, as well as invites them to join our Awakened Body Challenge. And this challenge will be an 8-week challenge with not only amazing prizes and cash, and we're talking about some really exciting things, but there's going to be, and we don't want to call them workouts, we're going to call them body care, where every day you can join us for some type of body care and get your body movement and learn how to do breath work and yoga and get walking with us. And we're really excited about that. We've partnered with someone who we really resonate with, and we know we'll be able to build an amazing Awakened Body program with us. So that will launch as soon as all the new product gets going out. So just imagine this, all the new product goes out. We invite all customers, all members, all people who returned product, doesn't matter. Join us on this Awakened Body Challenge. And we'll have weekly mindset coaching and all kinds of exciting things. So we will do a huge win back campaign, as well as that is what will be going out to our customers. But don't worry, they will be receiving, members and customers will be receiving a lot of communication from us. So by the time they get that product, they'll know why they received it, and they'll know what's going on. They'll know the situation. We also will be really understanding with returns. We'll kind of take it on as a one off and be super understanding. I do want to mention what Danielle said. Any product that's returned after we announce this communication, we will not be sending free product to. So everyone who's returned up until today will get the free product, but anyone who then sees, or hears what's going on and still wants to return, that's totally fine. We just won't be sending them a replacement bottle. Okay, Danielle, go take it on. I'm sure that there's a lot of other questions now that I haven't seen.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions, but we want to keep this to, we've got another call in 8 minutes. So what I will say is there are going to be people who are going to try and return on your team or your customers and then looking for a replacement. I want to be clear. That's how they would game the system, right? We don't want you guys losing volume and then giving them a free product. If they return, they don't get replaced from the 11th, which was yesterday, until, I think they're frozen. Yeah. 11th till, November 11th until
January.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's saying starting product purchase November what?
No, yeah, product shipping. We'll put all of this information.
We're going to put that in writing for you.
We'll get it out to you.
Thank you. 11/10 to 1/11. We want to make sure that there's not a bunch of massive returns and everyone waiting for product, guys, because there goes your business. So please message that out to your people that they should wait. And if they have a pending RMA request, we're actually at corporate going to respond to all of those over the next week and say, now that you know that we're going to be giving you free bottle, do you still want a refund? And we're going to do that for you, but feel free to reach out to your people and let them know that corporate will be sending a message. So there will be, as we said, lots of questions. Get with your upline. If they don't have the answer, they can come to me and we'll make sure you get everything. But we're going to put out a communication today that's going to give you a lot of the answers you're looking for. I want to see if there's anything else. No extension on rank advancements, no, but we are freezing points, which really does help with that. I think your name is T. Richard. Auto ships replaced, yes. So if they purchased auto ships and they weren't someone who canceled or refunded, every bottle they ordered gets replaced. So, and to go back to bovine, we do not want to change what was working pretty magically. So we're going to stick with a bovine capsule. Same formula in it with 400 milligrams a capsule. That's not even up for discussion. We don't want to mess with greatness. And that's what we're doing. Okay. Yes, points can still go up. We're going to freeze volume until we start shipping. Anything else on your end you see? Okay.
A couple of people have asked why the change in the first place. A lot of,
I answered that.
Okay.
Yeah, we had questions on it. We
Perfect.
had questions on, please, too many pills a day. We had people saying, can't we do 4 a day? Why do we have to do 6 a day? So that's why we changed it.
Okay.
Yeah, so
People can still order.
yeah, you can still
Please
order.
let people know.
It's just like
Still-
pre-enrollment. It's all over again. You can place orders. We'll continue to run the business. As soon as the product comes and is properly tested, we'll send it all out again. So it's going to be, I
Right.
think, an incredible surge in your business again if you see it that way and if you use it that way. Let me just say, I appreciate everybody's patience through this. What an incredible group of leaders you guys are. You've accomplished something that is historic in the industry. And this is something that if you thought, hey, Awakened was a little bit different, I hope that you feel that today after hearing from my partners. This is a movement. This is about you untapping that which is in every one of us, that greatness. And this is a community where we can support each other and accomplish that mission of bringing out our full potential as a group together. If you've ever thought, hey, I just wasn't in the right place at the right time, sometimes it's a little painful to be in the right place at the right time because you are. You got here early. The company hasn't even kicked off yet. That happens in April. And if you thought about, hey, maybe I should be there, don't miss it. It's going to be a historic event. The energy, the opportunity to be recognized for your hard work and walk the stage and shake hands and see all the other team members that are also breaking ranks. You'll learn all about the Awakened Health product lines. There will be some new stuff launched there and announced there. You'll see the Awakened Self pillar be launched. And all that Ashley's been working on with the Awakened Mind and the Awakened Body programs will be really displayed and launched there. That's when you'll feel the full breadth of the Awakened offering. And I tell you, these events is something to be put together in a room of people. And we have only limited space. It's going to sell out. I'm telling you that right now. Many of you have founder packs, so you have free tickets. Use those tickets, register quickly because it will sell out quickly. And so we'll make more announcements about that. But let me just tell you, this will be the event that we talk about for years. This will be magical. It's the first. There will be an energy there. I can already tell you it'll be emotional for us to all come together and see each other for the first time and to really celebrate what we've been able to accomplish and then lay out for you the events of the next year. You'll see the corporate staff, second to none, decades and decades of experience. We have some of the best in the industry that have said, this is incredible. I want to be a part of this. If I'm going to be in corporate, this is something different. This is something I want to be a part of. And you'll meet the corporate staff. And when you see it all come together, I think then you'll really understand what this business opportunity, what Awakened as a self-development platform, and what this movement can mean in your own life. If you ever thought, hey, I just wasn't there in 1984 for Nu Skin. I just wasn't there when they opened up Amway. I'm way late. Well, you're not late now. But a good friend of mine who made a lot of money at Amway, told me a long time ago, you will pay upfront and in full for success every single time. Just chalk this up to you paying upfront and in full. Take it in stride. Use the law of growth. Focus on the solution. Build your teams. Use this time. Crank into the April event, and we will get there with a head of steam together. So we love you. We appreciate all that you're doing in the field, and we look forward to seeing you in April. We'll have more announcements next week.
Love you guys.
Love you, everyone. Thank you.